Okay guys, so today we are installing these new tail lights. These are the OEM style tail lights for the 2018 to 2024 Toyota Camry. This is how they look. Okay, very nicely built. They're heavy, clean from the back and front. This is the outer light, and I'm gonna briefly show you the inner light. So this is the outer light passenger side, and this is the inner light passenger side, which goes on the trunk. This used to be the Elite Series tail lights, but we kind of gave up on this design, and I'll show you why. But as you can see, the lens is not like the traditional lens. It has a nice indent to give it like more like an OEM look. So once again, these are the tail lights, the OEM style tail lights for the 2018 to 2024 Toyota Camry. And today we'll be installing it on a 2024 XSE Camry. Now, as you can see, we removed all the tail lights, the original one from the car. How to remove these tail lights? There are numerous videos available on YouTube on how to remove these tail lights, and very simple. Took me 5 minutes to remove everything, and we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the installation. And once again, installation looks like very self-explanatory, very easy. This is the main cable, and this cable is for the one. So basically, you connect this cable to the inner light. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to install these, and once again, put this wire through. Okay. Also, and then we have a seal. You have to basically insert it all the way inside and then seal it from the back. But in our case, we're not going to seal it because we're just testing it. All right, so when you are installing it, make sure this hook lines up with this one, and this hook over here goes inside this hole over here. So we're going to quickly install it. All right, it's clipped in. All right, and seems like the fitment is right on the dot. It looks good. All right, so this one is done, and we're gonna, okay, now I'm gonna show you how to connect it. So this main socket goes over here. All right, and this one we're gonna connect it to the inner one. I'm gonna show that to you in a second. So it has two plugs. This one is for the XSE, and this one is for the SE. Okay, so on the SE, when you remove your reverse bulb, you're going to remove the whole assembly and just connect the base to it, base over here, and then you should be good to go. Besides that, it's all plug and play. Okay, so let's install this real quick. Make sure the wires are secured and go through that hole over here. All right, and don't rush it. Take your time with it. Make sure it's nicely aligned. Okay, right now it's loose. You should be able to screw them in, and they should fit good. All right, so I'm just gonna tie it real quick. Okay, this is how it looks. So as far as the wire goes, you put this one in here only. Okay, this one is for the SE, so you guys don't need that if you have a XSE. So if you have XSE, you need this one. If you have a SE, you need this one. Okay, and I'm just gonna quickly put all the bolts on it. Okay, I always tell people whenever you are installing this inner one, especially, don't over tight it. And I'll show you what I mean by this. These are all 10mm bolts, and so a total of 3 goes on the inner light. All right, now we're gonna grab our 10mm socket wrench. Okay, now once again, see, as you can see, I'm tightening it but not going too tight. Okay, just gonna check it, make sure everything looks good and aligned. Okay, and then I'm gonna tighten this one. You know, once again, I'm not going too tight, just tight enough. Okay, there you go. Okay, now just keep watching this area, make sure it aligns. And the last one is right here. See, like, if you can look at my fingers, I'm just doing it with my 3 fingers. I'm not going too crazy on tightening these bolts. Okay, one. This one is also, there you go. And same thing with this one. All right, so it's tight enough. We're not gonna go too tight on this one. All right, as you can see, the fitment is good. Now it's sticking out a little bit because it's the LEDs and the cover over here. It's the upgraded one, so you might see a little bit of this. It's like sticking out a little bit, this is completely normal. This is how it looks. I'm just gonna put this one back on it just in case. So these are the 2 cables that you will be receiving, one on each side, and quickly connect it in between the inner and outer light. Okay, so this one is male, female, male, one, and then this one is male and this one is female, and this is how you connect it. After you connect it, make sure they're aligned, yellow to yellow, red to red, orange to orange. Same thing on this side, green to green. Did I say green? Anyways, yeah, green to green, orange, red to red, yellow to yellow. And I believe this one, I think I made a mistake, but anyways, yellow, yellow, red, red, green to green. So this is how you install the tail lights. This is very self-explanatory. And I'm gonna continue on the second side and come right back after installation is complete. Okay, now we are installing the driver's side. The same rule applies. Make sure these clips are aligned. This hook is aligned. This hook is aligned with this one. Simply push it in, and then it should snap in place. All right, this is good. Okay, now go ahead, put the 10mm or 10mm screws back on. When you install the outer tail light, this you guys can reuse your original plastic piece. It should fit right in place. So these are the 2 hooks that are needed. It's not gonna completely cover it like the OEM, but it will do the job. So this is, you just simply align it, and in our case, put it back in the holes, and like this, and there you go. Okay, this is how it looks when this plastic piece is installed. Okay, this one is good, nicely secured. Then in the end, we're gonna put this cover back on it. So this cover is fragile on the original one. Okay, once again, we'll pass the wires through like this, and it should align nicely. There you go. Okay, this is good. We're gonna secure it with the bolts, the original bolts, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so simply install these bolts. Okay, once again, don't go over tight on it. Okay, so this is good. Now we're gonna connect these cables, the wires. So the main wire harness goes over here. All right, make sure it clicks, and then this one is gonna be connected between the inner and outer light. Okay, so it's a good demonstration. So right now it looks like the wires are flipped. Green to yellow, red to green, and yellow to red, okay? But that sometimes does not matter as long as on the other end, the green and yellow are connected to the green, okay? So just keep this diagram in mind, okay? Now we're gonna go to the lower spot. So if I connect it over here like this, okay, so green to yellow and green to yellow over here, okay? Now this should be okay. The wires, you know, like if the yellow is towards the red or vice versa, then it may not work. But in this case, it should work. If it's bothering you too much, you guys can release these pins and change the wires, but this should work. So once again, green to yellow, so green is coming in, yellow is going out, and then if you follow this wire all the way down, yellow, and then it's connecting to green. So the color in this case should not really matter as long as they are aligned. So okay, so the green and yellow is good. Red to green, so red is coming in on the outer light, red is coming in, green is going out, and over here green is, that's the one, green one, and then it's connecting to the red one. So this one is also okay. So if we confirm 2, the third one should be okay, but we're gonna double check it to make sure the functionality works. Okay, so we're gonna connect it simply to this plug. Okay, once again, this is for the SE. For XSE, this is the plug. SE, this is the plug. Okay, so if one is just hanging and it's of no use, don't worry about it. Okay, so everything is connected. Tail lights are installed. Okay, so the tail lights are installed. Okay, outer light, inner light on the trunk, everything looks good. Now before you guys put everything back together, the carpet liners and the clips and everything, I would just double check to see, just to make sure everything is working before you guys put the car back together. Okay, so right now we're gonna quickly demonstrate and show you how these tail lights look. Being the lights are off, this is the smoke black red SBR variant. Okay, all right, in my opinion these tail lights looks great. The reason why we gave up on this design, these tail lights were initially designed by us, by High Ref Sports, because we believe that they are sticking out a little too much on the side, as you can see. Okay, that's the only reason why we gave up this design, but the manufacturer still pursued it. They said that, you know, they like it, so they want to proceed with making the mold. So we were like, that's fine, and this is how it looks. So if this doesn't really bother you, then this should be the one for you. Okay, as you can see, I'm gonna show you the other side too. Okay, so this is how it looks, top angle. All right, okay, now I'm gonna show you these tail lights in action. Unlock. All right, good. Okay, go ahead. So it has the pulse turn signal. This is our design, the Elite Series design for the turn signal. Like you guys, most of you have seen it probably on the BRZ. So we are gonna go ahead, turn on the lights. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, all right, press the brake for me. Okay, a hazard. Okay, so as you can see, they're going across. Okay, one of the reasons why they are sticking out, because if you guys examine your original XSE tail lights, the daytime running light, it stops over here, but in our case it goes all the way down. So because of that, the LEDs are behind this lens. So because of that, the manufacturer had to extend this lens. As a result, these are sticking out a little bit. If we would have cut that over here, then the result would have been completely different. So anyways, this is the these are the turn signals. This is how they look. Okay, I'm going to show you the other side. Okay, press the brakes, start the car. Reverse. Okay, so switchbacks, the inner lights are switchback. It's a brake light, and then the brake light turns into a reverse. Looks pretty bright. This is how it looks. So in this case, everything checks out. Installation is good. Everything is working properly. And final thought on these tail lights, they look really good in my opinion. Closer to the XSE style, but upgraded. And this is how they look. Okay, like I said, these reverse lights are switchbacks. So go ahead, park, put the car in park. As soon as you put it in park, they become red. Okay. All right, look pretty bright, pretty good. Okay, now since we checked everything is looking good. Now just go ahead, put the liner back, tuck all the wires in. This one over here, you guys can simply put it behind this black piece, nicely hide it, and that's it. The installation is once again very simple. Plug and play everything. You guys don't need to hardwire anything. Everything is good to go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email us, call, or text us. Thank you.